What up, it's High 1822 back with another WWE Monday Night Raw review, and they continue to build up WrestleMania. But so far, the build been underwhelming. But that's no surprise because Triple H continues to disappoint me as the head booker of the WWE. But how was episode of Raw? If you want to know, well, please stay to end the review for my final overall thoughts on the show. So now, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, shall we? We kick things off with the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. We all know Overfemi accepted his challenge at WrestleMania. Now, Paul Heyman, who is one of my favorites, and I love listening to Paul Heyman on the microphone, but a lot of times we there with Brock Lesnar, he just saying the same stuff you heard in the past. And this promo didn't do anything for me. The only thing that really got me where he was talking about the opponents Brock faced it at WrestleMania in the past, and he dropped Dean Ambrose's name, and the crowd did react to it. But besides that, I really not give a damn what Paul Heyman had to say. But what really got me hyped was Overfemi coming out, clothesline Brock Lesnar over the top ropes, and Brock Lesnar it's so good that he's showing some worries when it comes to Overfemi. When Brock Lesnar is engaged with someone, he can bring some of the best TV to the WWE. Overfemi and Brock Lesnar, once again, were the best thing about Monday Night Raw. And this was the opening of the show. That just tells you how this build been for WrestleMania, where the two guys who opened the show 2 weeks in a row had the best thing on TV. The Usos versus Austin Theory and Logan Paul in a non-WWE Tag Team Championship match. Now, this was very weird. So, Logan Paul pulled out the brass knuckles. Then LA Knight came out to give the brass knuckles to Jey Uso. And you had the ref looking at Jey Uso. Instead of just taking out his hand, Jey Uso hits Logan Paul and Austin Theory with the brass knuckles, a no disqualification. So I'm saying to myself, what the hell is LA Knight going to do? He is playing third fiddle in this storyline with the Vision and the Usos, and I don't see any clarification of what he's going to do at WrestleMania. It seems like the guy is not even going to be on the card, but I'll be shocked if he's not on the card. Paul Heyman did go backstage, talk to Adam Pearce, and they will have a W Tag Team Championship match next week on Raw, which will end up being a street fight. Now, I thought this Tag Team Championship match would take place at WrestleMania. You know what? If they decide to put the belts on Austin Theory and Logan Paul, I actually would not blame them for doing it right there, because what took place later on during this show. Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. We all know Becky Lynch made her return when she attacked AJ Lee, and this was the best segment between these two. You got Becky Lynch saying her daughter, favorite wrestler, is AJ Lee, watching her skip around the house. So Becky Lynch, you could feel the hate towards her with Becky Lynch. AJ Lee saying, hey, ever since I came back, I've been defeating you. So this one worked out for me, and this match at WrestleMania need to be a big time performance from both ladies, because the W put so much stock in between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, and they had to deliver, because this is the final match between these two for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Javon Evans versus Grayson Waller. Now, they've been teasing something with Kofi Kingston and Javon Evans. And Javon Evans and Kofi Kingston, that's a program I'll be all for. Watching a young black man in Javon Evans, who is 21, and someone like Kofi Kingston, who a lot of young black wrestlers will look up to. I'm really intrigued what they're going to do with this program, because Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, as a New Day, it ran its course. This is something I can get invested with Kofi Kingston. And Javon Evans, you know, got a lot of offense in the match against Grayson Waller. Kofi Kingston did not interfere. Javon Evans is the winner. Now, Javon Evans, they did say he wants to get some gold, which is the Intercontinental Championship. As of right now, when I'm watching Monday Night Raw, I have no idea what they're going to do with the Intercontinental Championship. My guess is a multi-man match. You might as well throw LA Knight in there too, since I don't know what the hell he's going to do. So Paul Heyman comes out once again, and this time Paul Heyman was much better in this segment with Seth Rollins, who came out with the all black. Thank God none of the nerds behind him, because after Brock Lesnar took them out, they should no longer be on WWE TV. Now, Paul Heyman has a restraining order against Seth freaking Rollins, and I love how he said, in my opinion, we are snitches. They started getting personal, saying, about Becky Lynch and everything, and he said, once Seth Rollins, you are out of my hair, I'm going to adopt your daughter, and that really made Seth mad. Seth ran down the ramp after the security or cops wanted to throw him out the building. He knocks out Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is laughing. Seth Rollins gets arrested. Now, report came out that Braun Breaker will be returning to the PC to hopefully get cleared, I believe, next week on Monday Night Raw, Madison Square Garden. We will get the return of Braun Breaker. We definitely need Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins to take place at WrestleMania. Asuka, Kairi Sane versus Lyra, Kira, and Bayley. This match, not much to talk about. Bayley and Lyra get the victory, and they're going to challenge Last Legend and Nia Jax next week for the tag team championships at Madison Square Garden. I got a kick out of her saying the most famous arena because it was in Boston. So of course, they're going to boo when you talk Madison Square Garden because the Knicks and Celtics are rivals. Come on, Bayley, you got to understand. You don't mention the most famous arena in Boston, but then she did do a better job of saying, hey, we're going to beat them for the championships, and the crowd did cheer for that right there. Asuka talks to Kairi Sane backstage, because wait. Io Sky talks to Kairi Sane backstage, because Asuka been bullying Kairi Sane for the last couple weeks, so eventually she is going to leave Asuka. They're going to run back Asuka and Io. The match is going to be good. It most likely will take place at WrestleMania, but it really don't feel like a WrestleMania match from a storyline perspective. It's like a match. It's like, hey, we got to throw on much matches as we can because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So that's all this storyline really all about. Dom Mysterio versus Penta in a Continental Championship rematch, and we all knew what was going to take place in this match. Finn Balor makes his return after the Judgment Day turns on him. Penta beats him with a roller, still in a Continental Champion. Finn Balor takes out JD, also Dom Mysterio. Now, with all this is going on, are they going to do Dom versus Finn Balor non-title match? Because I thought it would be for the Intercontinental Championship belt. The way things looking, I highly doubt it, and it makes no sense to go that route. You got to make Dom versus Finn Balor, and no need to put these guys in the Intercontinental Championship match. And also, before the match started, Stephanie Valkyrie and Liv Morgan had a brawl, which I actually did like. So, we get to the final segment of the night, which is CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and the Usos. So now, CM Punk promo about him being old, it really ain't doing anything for me because I just can't buy into the CM Punk being upset that he was called old. The same guy that said, I'm going to bury you next to your dead father. Like, come on, be real, man. They really didn't think this through. But, Jey Uso did come out. And Jey is tired of the respect. Now, Jimmy Uso is the one who's not feeling the same way like Jey did. He tells Jimmy to face, I don't give a damn about the tag team championship belt. So who knows? Maybe that may mean that we will have brand new tag team champions next week. So Roman Reigns finally comes out. Roman told both guys, well, y'all had your tag team title match already, so y'all can leave the ring. Well, of course, Punk been egging on Jey Uso, and Jey went for the attack. Jimmy tried to stop it, but then Roman Reigns hit him with a Superman punch, and it seemed like the segment was going to be over. But this time, Jey Uso told Roman to take his ass out, because usually it's always the other way around. When Roman the top boys tell Jey and Jimmy to do something. So it was refreshing to see Roman listen to someone else, and he beat down CM Punk, powerbomb him through the announce desk. You got CM Punk laughing because Roman Reigns had to get some help. This was better to me than last week. Because now the story of this match at WrestleMania, that Jey and Jimmy are not feeling the same way towards CM Punk. So I'm really intrigued what's going to happen between Jey and Jimmy when it comes to this world title match at WrestleMania between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Now, I'm not sure is Roman on next week. He better be on. Okay, this Madison Square Garden. You cannot miss Madison Square Garden for Monday Night Raw Roman Reigns. I'd be so disappointed if they don't have him on next week. Also, Brock Lesnar will be on Raw next week. So I believe that show will be much better because for some reason, when it comes to Madison Square Garden, they always turn up a notch. In the episode of Monday Night Raw, it was most of a show to build up Monday Night Raw. It was no standout matches on this show. So overall, I would say this episode of Monday Night Raw, it was decent, but nothing blew my socks off with this besides the opening. And I did like the ending, but like I said, it was cool. But I would say the first 2 segments between Punk and Roman are the best. Last week was the worst, and this one is the third best. I still would love to see the W pump more energy into the build for WrestleMania, but you know what? I'm just going to give up and accept it's not going to happen. So like I said to kill the video, all I'm going to hope for is night 1, night 2 just makes up for the lackluster build of WrestleMania. So if you watch Monday Night Raw like me, give me your thoughts on the show. Negative, positive, I inspire by the comment section per usual. Hit that like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.